Hey, what's up, guys? It's Russo and Jordy with Backdoor Fantasy Sports, and we're going to be talking about the MLB slate on June 24th, Monday. We've just got a couple plays for you today, and before we break into our plays, if you haven't signed up for Prize Picks or Underdog yet, for Prize Picks, just use the promo code at the bottom of the screen. They'll give you a deposit match up to $100 when you put that code in, and then for Underdog, use promo code BACKDOOR. There's a link in the description for both of these. Underdog's going to give you a deposit match up to $250 and a discounted play to get you started. So definitely take advantage of that. And yeah, these are the plays we're going to be covering. I'm taking Garrett Crochet on Prize Picks and Underdog. On Prize Picks, we're getting it at 7. I like his over for the pitcher strikeouts. Dude's been on fire lately. I like him over 7. And then on Underdog, they have 2 options. I didn't want to take the Scorcher at 7.5 because I'll break into why. But we're getting a Scorcher that's not too bad. It's not really a Scorcher; it's a discount. But 6.5 strikeouts on Underdog for 0.75x. I still like that, even though it's just 0.75. So I'm going to be taking both of those for more. What are you getting into, Jordy?
Yeah, for Prize Picks, I'm going with Patrick Corbin for over 3 pitcher strikeouts. I'm taking him for his strikeouts also on Underdog, but I'm taking his Scorcher at 3.5. I feel good about him going over the 3 anyway. So the 3.5 to me, with it being a Scorcher, just makes sense. So that's the play I'm going to go with for Underdog.
Great. And if you pair those plays on Underdog and they both hit, your Scorcher will make up for my 0.75. So
there we go.
Cool. So, all right. Before we break these down, if you guys haven't signed up for Daily Grind yet, definitely take advantage of the DFS Optimizer. In particular, if you're doing a daily fantasy prop bet style, fantasy sports, you'll want to be on multiple platforms. First of all, if you haven't yet, it's very crucial to not just limit yourself to one platform. You can see there's different lines, even between Prize Picks and Underdog. You can get different lines on Chalkboard. Like all of these platforms, anyone who does this regularly highly recommends diversifying what you're using. And the DFS Optimizer helps you with that because it brings all of the platforms together in one place. So if you guys want to try out this Optimizer or any of the tools that Daily Grind offers, they're just really good to help you gain an edge in the market. And if you use code BACKDOOR at dgfantasy.com, you'll get 25% off of any subscription you make for however long you make it your first time around. So if you sign up and lock it in for a year, they'll literally let you lock in 25% off the whole year. You can go a month, 3 months, 6 months, a year. So take advantage of that. There's a link in the description of the video if you guys want to check that out. All right, so I like this play at 7 for Garrett on Prize Picks. And you can decide whether or not, I'm going to be a little bit more conservative on Underdog and take that 6.5 just for the safer play there. But there is a reason why you might want to take the Scorcher at 7.5, and I'll explain why. First of all, over his last 5 games, he's gone for 8 or more. Dude's been on fire lately. He's getting this done, averaging it in just 6.1 innings pitched a game over the last 5 and still going for 8 or more strikeouts. So I'm not necessarily afraid of that. Lately I've been playing a little bit more conservatively, so I'm taking the 6.5 on Underdog. But we have a little insight here from Outlier. It says Crochet has exceeded 7.5 strikeouts in 4 out of his last 5 games at home. On top of us seeing just in general, he's gone over this 5 straight. So go with your gut. You can get a little bit crazier and take the Scorcher on Underdog at 7.5 if you want. But I just like the idea of if he does happen to push and he does go for 7 today, on Prize Picks, we get the push. And then on Underdog, that would be a win. So I'm just being a little bit more cautious there. But I like this play either way. And I may just make a separate slip and take both just to sort of like hedge that bet a little bit. So yeah, feeling good about this. No injuries really to talk about that I'm aware of. Actually, there's quite a bit of injuries, but nothing. Usually Outlier. The nice thing about Outlier is it'll give you a little notification if it says the player you're on may be affected by injuries. So yeah, if you guys do want to check out Outlier here, this app is awesome. It's great for vetting your plays. You can look at their last 5, last 10. You can check injury reports. You get insights about the players. So it's really great. And you can just go through the link in the description for Outlier. It'll give you 7 days just to try it out for free and see how you like it. They're hooking up all of our viewers since we partnered up with them. Just go through that link, and let's take a look at this on Daily Grind. So they have this as his top play on Prize Picks for Garrett. They have it at a minus 130 to go over. You can see no one's given this to us at 7, but Prize Picks is. You know, we talk a lot of trash about Prize Picks, but their fixed odds really do matter. The fact that like we're getting a 0.75x on Underdog for the 6.5, and Prize Picks, the nice thing is unless you see it turn into a goblin, a lot of times they'll go a little bit lower, but it doesn't affect the actual multiplier with Prize Picks when you're taking their straight line. So that is an advantage that Prize Picks offers. But the optimizer has this at a 52.73% odds to hit the over. Daily Grind has this all the way up at a minus 130. So you can see no other platform has this at 7, and they kind of have it at like a 50-50 shot to hit 7.5. So no one's really favoring too hard the over or under at 7.5. So feeling great about the 7, feeling very confident about the 6.5. And that I guess that covers my play. So yeah, I'll pass it over to Jordy.
Sweet. Yeah, man. So I will get into my play here now. I've got Patrick Corbin here. For some reason I lost him on. Okay, cool. He's still here. Thank God. So yeah, we're going with Patrick Corbin over 3 strikeouts on Prize Picks and over 3.5. I'm just taking the 3.5 because you can see here he's gone over this 4 out of his last 5 games, gone over 3. He's pushed it once. So over the last 10, he's gone over it 6 times and pushed it 3 times. So there is a little bit of a potential for him to hit 3 here, which is why I really like it on Prize Picks. So you're running a little bit more of a risk on Underdogs, so just keep that in mind. But that's the only one they got for him when it comes to the pitcher strikeouts, which is the one I like. But yeah, I feel really good about this line. You know, he's coming in late on the season here. He's only got 15 games on the year so far, but he's gone over this 8 out of 15. So he's, getting a solid 5.1 innings pitched. So he's, staying in there for at least 5 to 6 innings. If he's having a good game, he'll be in there for 6. Obviously, he's had some rough games here where he's only stayed for 4. But even then, he's kind of hit this line in some of those. Like he had 4 innings pitched here and he went for 4 strikeouts. So I think he can get this done no problem. Lately, they've been letting him go for 6 for the majority of the last half here. So I think, over the last 5 with him getting 6 to 5 innings pitched, I feel really comfortable with this. That's pretty typical nowadays. So yeah, I feel good about this going over. So I feel good about the pitcher strikeouts for sure. And then, yeah, on Underdog, we're just getting at 3.5. So there's not really much more to say. But if we look at this on Daily Grind, let's see here. I had this all pulled up and it's all gone now. Yeah, so it's a minus 132 and a 53.25% chance to go over. So feeling really good about this. His pitching outs look pretty good too, but I like the strikeouts. 3 is so low. So if he gets his 4Ks, we're cash here. So feeling really good about Patrick. And if you guys want to, if you want to check out my lord, not Underdog. If you guys want to check out Chalkboard, definitely go check them out. Chalkboard is a lot of fun. They're another prop betting platform like Underdog or Prize Picks. So it's a lot of fun over there, and you can bump your lines up and down, and you get insane multipliers over there. So I could probably bump Patrick up to 4 if I wanted to, or 4.5. And if I think he's gonna go for 5, you can see he had 7 in the last game, 5 and 1. It's a little bit more risky, but they're probably gonna give me a 4 or a 5x for doing that, honestly, or maybe a 3x. So it's a lot of fun over there. If you guys like to play 2 or 3 mans, it's a lot of fun because you can get a bang for your buck over there with their multipliers and bumping your lines up just a little bit. So it's a lot of fun. It's going to be a lot of fun during football with receptions and yardage and stuff. I cannot wait. So if you guys want to go check that out, there's a link in the description. It should auto-populate the code, but if it doesn't, use code backdoor at checkout and they'll match your first deposit up to $100. So that's what I got for the day.
Yeah, man, we love Chalkboard, and you can do plays as low as $1 on Chalkboard. So I love just getting a little bit wild. I'll make like, a lot of high multiplier plays. Like I've gotten up to 100x on a 4-man play before. You can get I got like 17x on a 2-man. And then you can just throw, a couple bucks at it and have a little bit of fun and take some shots without having to throw 5 on it minimum, which I love. But yeah, definitely go check out Chalkboard and all of these platforms that we're playing on. Sometimes we refer to it as prop betting, but it really is just like a form of fantasy sports.
Yeah.
That's why we refer to it as fantasy sports a lot, but it's essentially, it's like, especially with like the legal system in some states, it's like if you call it prop or, sports betting, they it's not legal. So they've turned it into a fantasy format that it, is very similar to it. And we've been having a blast with it. So yeah, if you guys want to check any of those out, there's a link in the description. And if you want to come join us in our Discord, we have a lot of fun in here. Really killer community. You can see, oh my God, Zigzag. Scroll over that real quick, but yeah, we've been covering, people be getting into WNBA esports, just a really killer community. I know everyone's in there talking about the Glizzy competition this evening, figuring out. I mean, like I don't even know how you figure out who you're gonna take for the Glizzies, but I'm gonna definitely be going with what's his name? Book It with Trent. I like that dude's account, so I'm like, all right, man. He says he's good for 11, so I'm gonna take that 10.5 for more. But I don't even know. I think it's a fun little side thing that Prize Picks is doing, but who knows? How do you even research like who can eat the most hot dogs?
Yeah, crazy.
But yeah, if you guys want to come join us, we have a lot of fun in here, and we have 2 other analysts. We have Moose and Consul, and Moose is very active on X, so go follow him. He's putting out plays all the time. He covers PGA, soccer, esports, and we cover all that in our Discord as well. But go follow us on X if you guys want some extra plays. Me, Jordy, and Moose are pretty active on there. There's a link for all of that. But yeah, we hope you guys have a great Monday. Let's get the week started off right, green. If you guys don't mind, give us a like on the way out. We're really excited to launch our fantasy football stuff. I promise it's coming really soon. We already started working on it. We're just putting together our rankings videos. We're going to start with some rankings. And it's just getting us so pumped for football coming up here in a couple months. And if you play Dynasty, you're already active. Like Jordy and I have been super active since our rookie draft. And so we're just ready to start talking football. So we'll be launching our podcast very soon here. But thanks for tuning in, guys. We really appreciate the support. Have a good week, and we'll catch you in the next one.
Good luck, guys.